Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope you all will be fine. I am your teacher Ambish. This video lesson is for grade 7 from chapter number 5, square roots. And our today's topic is square of fractions and decimals, and compare the values of squares with the original values. Okay, we are moving to our exercise 5.1. Find the squares of the following numbers. This is the question number 1, and part number 5. 13 is the number and I have to find the square of that 13. Square of 13 means I can write it as an exponent or as an power. 13 has an exponent 2. That means 13 is multiplying with itself 2 times. 13 into 13. That will be equal to 169. Okay, part number 11. The given number is 11 and find the square of 11. Square of 11 means write the form of exponent as a form of exponent. That means 11 has an power 2 or exponent 2 is equal to 11 into 11. That will be equal to 121. Okay, now the part number 12, that is equal to 25. So the square of 25 is equal to 25 has an exponent 2. It means 25 is multiplying with itself. 25 into 25, that will be equal to 625. This was our first question. Now we are moving to the second question. Test whether the following numbers are perfect squares or not. To check that either the given number is a perfect square or not, we have to find the prime factors of that number, and if the numbers are in the form of pair, then we will say that the given number is a perfect square, and if they are not in the form of pairs, then we will say it is not a perfect square. So we will check for 59. The prime factor of 59, that will be equal to 59 into 1, because 59 is already a prime number. There is no any other number in which it could be divisible. So 59 into 1. As we are observing that there is no number which we could write as a form of pair. So we will say that it is not a perfect square. Now we are moving to the second question, that is 625. First of all, make the prime factors as I told you earlier. So 625, it is an odd number, so it will not divisible by 2. We will always start division by 2. So we are checking that it is not divisible by 2. The next prime number is 3. Again, it is not divisible by 3. The third prime number is 5. So it is divisible by 5 because the last digit is 5. The unit digit is 5. So dividing by 5, I will have 125. Again, we are observing that the unit digit is 5. So it will divide it by 5. 5 5s are 100 and 5 25s are 125. The last digit is again 5, so it is divisible by 5. So I am again dividing by 5. 5 5s are 25, and then 5 1s are 5. So the prime factor of 625 are 5 into 5, 5 into 5, means the two pairs of 5 are there. So we are observing that all the prime factors could be written as a form of pair. So we will say that 625 is a perfect square. Okay, now we are moving to the third question, that without solving, separate the perfect squares of even and odd numbers. It is the easiest one, that we should not have to calculate, or we should not have to find the prime factor. We will just see the unit place and we will check. If the unit place is odd, it is the square of an odd number, and if the unit place is even, we will say that the given number is a square of an even. So the in the part number 5, 2025, we are observing that it is an odd number because the last unit digit is 5. So the square of an odd number is also odd. When we will take the square of this number, so it is a square of an odd number. because the last digit is odd. Now moving to the sixth part, that is 11,236. As we are observing, it is an odd number. So the square of an even number is also even. This is the square of an even number. Okay, now 7,569, as we are observing, it is an odd number because the last digit is, or the unit digit is odd. So the square of an odd number is also an odd. Now we are moving to the question number 4. Find the square of the proper fractions and also compare them with itself. The question 4 part number 2 is given to us, that is 5 by 6. We will take the square, that will be 5 upon 6 has an power 2. It means the same number is multiplying with itself. It means 5 upon 6 multiply with the 5 upon 6. So we know that the numerator will be multiplied with the numerator and denominator will be multiplied with the denominator. 5 5s are 25 and 6 6s are 36. So the square of 5 upon 6 is equal to 25 upon 36. Now we are going to compare the original number or the given number with its square. So I am writing the given number on the left hand side, that is 5 upon 6, and the square of that given number to the right hand side, 25 upon 36. And I am doing a cross multiplication. You are watching the sign of that cross multiplication. And in the cross multiplication, keep in your mind that your denominator will be always moved. So the denominator, that is 6, it will move to the 25 and will be multiplied. And similarly 36, it is in the denominator, it will move with the to the other side and multiply with the 5. So 36 into 5 will be equal to 180 and 6 into 25 will be equal to 150. And from these two values we are observing that 180 is the bigger value. So we will say that 180 is greater than 150. So as this value is greater, the actual value before that value is the greater value. It means the 5 upon 6 is the greater value than the square of this number, which is equal to 25 upon 6. So we will write mathematically 5 by 6 is greater than 25 by 36. Okay, now we are moving to the decimal number, and we are going to compare the original number or the given number with the squares of these numbers. So the question number 5 and part number 3 is 0.12. We are going to take the square, so we will write as a form of exponent. 0.12 has a power 2 or exponent 2. It means the same number is multiplying itself. So 0.12 into 0.12. First of all, I am removing the decimals and write the denominator. So in the place of point I will write 1 and count the number of digits after the point or decimal, that are 2. 1 and 2. 2 digits are there, so I will put the 2 zeros with the 1. It means 0.12 is equal to 12 upon 100. So 12 upon 100 into 12 upon 100. It means 12 will multiply with the 12, as the numerator will be multiplied with the numerator. So I will have 144. And the denominator will be multiplied with the denominator. So 100 into 100 is equal to 10,000. And now after that I will put the point or decimal. Count the number of zeros. There are 4 zeros in the denominator, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I will put the point after the 4 digits. And we are observing we have only 3 digits, 4, 4 and 1, unit, 10 and 100. So I will put a 0 and then put a point. So now count the number of digits, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then I am placing the point. So by multiplying point 1, 2 with the point 1, 2, I will have 0.0144. Now I am going to compare the original given number, that is 0.12, with its square, and I am observing that 0.12 is greater than the square of that number, that is 0.014, because now compare the number after the decimal. Look the place value. The 10th value is 1 and over there the 10th value is 0. Okay, so I am saying that 1 is the greater value, that's why the number 0.12, that is the original number, it is greater. Or we can say that 0.014 is less than 0.12. Okay, so the original value, original number is greater and the square of that number is smaller. And I hope you will understand the comparison nicely. Thank you.